It's Britney. Back in the headlines. And this time fans want to know, is she okay? You know that feeling when you open Instagram hoping to see your pop princess living her best life and instead you're left saying, Britney, what is happening? Well, that's exactly where fans are right now. On August 19th, Britney dropped a video from her house that had people everywhere talking. She's in a polka dot crop top and pink shorts. I mean, her dogs are running around, and yes, there might have been dog poop on the floor in the background. Now she starts kind of belting out Rihanna's Unfaithful in a full-on British accent. And while the energy is giving karaoke after 2 margaritas, the setting is giving chaos. The caption read, messing around with lighting and cleaning my house like no tomorrow, which honestly feels like Britney trying to tell us that she's fine, but the internet is not convinced. Fans lit up the comment section. Well, not hers, because hers are turned off, of course, but on X and everywhere else people could talk. One person wrote, how are people not more concerned about Britney Spears and the stuff she posts? Another person said, sad to watch her like this. And then came the big one. Some people were actually calling for an intervention. That word alone stirred a massive storm, because if there's one thing fans have rallied against since 2021, it's controlling Britney. But as always, the fan base is divided. For every person begging someone to step in, there's another insisting Britney is just trolling us. Some believe she's leaning into her old "you think I'm crazy, I'll show you crazy" persona, turning it into like kind of performance art. One fan even wrote that Britney doesn't care about society's approval because society already failed her, and honestly, that theory does line up with her vibe. Then, just 4 days later though, she upped the ante. Britney posted a nude photo, arms stretched up, back to the camera, only wearing black knee-high boots with a single rose emoji covering what needed to be covered. No caption, comments disabled, but in less than half a day it pulled in over 200,000 likes. It was classic Britney, provocative, unapologetic, and totally polarizing. And this wasn't just a one-off. Over the past few weeks, Britney has been serving content that ranges from like funny to confusing to flat out concerning. Videos of her dancing outside to old Justin Timberlake tracks, speaking in random accents about snorkeling or twirling in her closet while surrounded by piles of clothes. She even posted bikini videos where she switches accents mid-sentence, talking about Turks and Caicos like she's auditioning for a role nobody asked for. It's eccentric, it's unfiltered, and it's very Britney, but it's also making a lot of people really uneasy. I mean, since the conservatorship ended in 2021, Britney's social media has been her only way to communicate with fans. No managers, no PR team, no carefully curated pop star image, just Britney, raw and unfiltered. And while that freedom is something fans fought very hard for, it also means that, you know, what you see is what you get. I mean, the problem is sometimes what we're getting feels less like empowerment and more like a cry for help. But let's not forget, there have been some bright spots too. Back in 2022, she teamed up with Elton John for Hold Me Closer, a duet that felt like her first big step back into music. Elton even said, you know, he wanted to help her find her voice again after everything she'd been through. Around that time, Britney also posted a kind of a stripped down a cappella version of Baby One More Time, reclaiming one of her most iconic songs in her own way without anyone controlling how she sounded. Those moments were hopeful, proof that Britney, you know, we know and love, was still kind of in there, ready to shine. But now, with each new video, whether it's dancing in circles, singing off key, or dropping selfies with emoji censorship, you know, the conversation is shifting. Fans are left wondering, is Britney finally being herself, finally rebelling against decades of control, or is it Britney spiraling in plain sight? It's hard to watch because there's no handbook for this, right? No one knows what Britney is really going through. We don't know if she's expressing her freedom in the only way she knows how, or if she's just quietly asking for help without saying it outright. What we do know though is that, you know, this is the same woman who once dominated the world stage and is now making headlines for Instagram filters, messy floors, and strange accents. And that's the heartbreaking part. Britney Spears is still one of the biggest names in pop culture, but instead of talking about her music or her artistry, we're left analyzing every post like it's a cry for help. One thing's undeniable though, Britney Spears needs something. Support, protection, space, maybe even guidance. Whatever it is, she can't keep doing this forever. Not with the world watching every move. What are your thoughts though? Let me know. I'm your host Ashley. I'll see you later.